Welcome to the month of June. Of course, this is our first weekend in the month of June, and I am pretty excited. Of course, let's start with our song of the week by Olamide, basically called Rock. Check it out.
Girl, I just want me with rock. Girl, I just want me with vibe. Girl, I just want me with you like ice water. Me, mom, but she ain't be about you. Be spend you my paper after.
Also, awesome song. I'm pretty much in love with it. Go ahead and check it out on all platforms. Let me go ahead and start, of course, my quiz of the day. And most of you are used to answering on Twitter. But of course, we are monitoring the story of what has happened here in Nigeria. The federal government has suspended Twitter indefinitely. We're not sure for how long. But it all started with this tweet that President Muhammadu Buhari made on June 1st. Basically, he said, many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during this Nigerian civil war. Those of us in the fields for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understand. That is what started the issue and the ban. So because of this tweet, it was deleted and taken off. And a lot of our leaders took that into a very big problem. It wasn't unfair. Let's take a look at what the media aide of President Muhammadu Buhari said. Shehu Garba. Let's take a look at what he said in his tweet. And I think that's part of what finalized the real issue here with the ban. Basically, he went on Twitter to basically tell Nigerians that it is wrong what Twitter has done with the president's tweets, and they have no right to interfere in our political issues. And at the end, he stated, Twitter needs to leave Nigeria. So right now, we are currently there, hoping, and we're going to keep monitoring the story, hoping that it will be back and the suspension will be off. And you guys can reply to my quiz of the day. Let's go ahead and take it. Please respond to my quiz of the day on Instagram alone, not Twitter today. Okay, here we go. Here's the tweets right here. Like I said, he mentioned that Twitter has no right to infuse in our political affairs. At the end, he said Twitter needs to get out of Nigeria. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go ahead and take a look at our quiz of the day so we can see. Go ahead and answer on Instagram alone, please, because I am looking forward to your answers because it has to do with something that is currently happening right now. The quiz for today is... Let's look at the question. It says, what international holiday is celebrated today to remind people about the importance of nature and ways it must be respected for its values? I would like to say the answer right now, but I can't. So go ahead and answer on Instagram. And let me dive straight into our stories that were trending on social media. Now, mind you, the ban did happen last night. So these were actually on social media on Twitter and Instagram. Let's look at our first story, of course. As you do know what has occurred, the DG of NYSC has basically said, you know what? NYSC coppers can be going for war. They are allowed to now go for war, or actually they can be mobilized for war, meaning they're in the reserve. They're able to also be a part of the training. He said that on Channels TV, on the Sunrise Daily program. And he made a statement basically to just kind of bring down the rumors about NYC being taken away or being scrapped out. He also warned politicians against harming corps members during elections. I have a very interesting video to show you this morning. I mean, take a look at this right now and have a look of what we are talking about. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You may be wondering, that video is actually part of what happens in some NYC camps training in their orientation. So you can see that we are actually ready. I'm saying we because I will fight for Nigeria. All right, guys, let's get some reactions on Twitter over the week about this story. We have a reaction here, of course, from one of the Twitter users in Nigeria. He says, this is from Onyi. He says, Sergeant Kopatunde on ground. I repeat, Kopatunde on ground, approaching target out. These are scenarios for our coppers. Let's take a look at another reaction here from a particular Twitter user called Sonji Kutu. He says, NYCDG feels say na that rope where coppers they climb and toy gun with they use snap pictures for camp be training for war. Well, who knows right now? Thank you for that, Sonji. I mean, we never know. We're looking forward to see what would happen. But of course, like I said, I'm ready. All right, moving on to our next story for the day. We have about, okay, as you can see, this is the DG. Shuaibu Ibrahim of NYSC, the Director General. You know, this is part of what we do at orientation camp. I would testify to that. But moving on to our next story for today, of course, we have Africa Forbes 30 under 30, or we could just say Forbes Africa 30 under 30. And this is very special because I think a few Nigerians made the list. Six Nigerians of our beautiful, well-done entrepreneur Nigerians made the list out of the 30 people. Now, the good thing about this is that, you know what, this year is particularly different for Forbes Africa because they felt that COVID-19 had a lot to do this year. And even last year, of course, they affected a lot of businesses and affected a lot of entrepreneurs as well. We have Rema, of course, that made the list. We also have TED speaker Temidayo Onushun that made the list. We also have Wale Lawal, who is a research and a professional consultant. And then we also have, of course, a filmmaker and creative artist, Ifeanyi Michael. There are so many more, about 2 more, of course, that made the list. A female is also there. And you guys should go and check out that list because we are very proud of them. Keep making us proud. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, no other than our next story for the day. You guys might be surprised about this, but it is happening. BB Naija is having a new reunion coming out June 17th. Now, believe me, this is the most anticipated reunion because, of course, it's the Pepe Dem Gang. So much happening. And, of course, it's coming out on DSTV, as you know. All your faces will be there, apart from Erica, who did get eliminated, as you do know. So we're looking forward to that June 17th. And you guys should look forward to the fact that so many quarrels will be settled. Of course, Ebuka is the host of this reunion. Shout out to Ebuka for that. Of course, you can see all our housemates here for this year. You can look at Tricky T as well, guys. It's going to be very interesting. We are all looking forward to this. And this is them in the reunion. A quick snap of many reactions. I wonder what Dorothy is saying to Brighto over there. Who knows? All right, let's go on to our next story for today. Now, this is going to be very interesting. I always come with different things, of course. Rolls-Royce is trending this year. I really don't know what's going on. But right now, we have new owners of a $28 million Rolls-Royce. That is 11 billion naira. Now, these new owners are supposed to be, we're speculating it's Jay-Z and Beyonce that own this car because Rolls-Royce came out with a few hints. I don't know. We are so busy, but thinking it's them because, of course, the car is blue. We know that the owners do love blue. That's why it's called Blue Ivy. And the drinks here are actually partially owned by Jay-Z's brand. So, I mean, there is a cooler in the car. And this is what the car looks like. It's called the Rolls-Royce Boat's Tail. It sort of looks like a boat, I guess. And Beyonce and Jay-Z are in love with yachts and motorboats, so it might just be them. We are not very sure who the owners of this car is, but if it is out, this car will become the most expensive car in the world. Guys, come on. We do know how Beyonce and Jay-Z have the finer things in life. They love the finer things in life, and they have that taste, so why not? That's all I have for you today on the entertainment scene. Please do not forget to follow us on IG at The Weekend Show NG and follow me at Aisha B. Now, the video that I've got coming up for you guys is going to be amazing. Don't miss it. Take a look.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hopeful.
I wish that you could show some love instead of hating so much when you see some other people coming up. I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands. Listen.